Coming up on the show this week, we talk finals with a few of the boys around the club. We review the last home and away game against the Crows, and we look ahead to the blockbuster final against the Pies. G'day and welcome to this very special episode, the first ever finals edition of Inside 50. Are you excited?
Mate, very excited. Huge gap. Does it get any bigger than this? We've got a qualifying final against the reigning premiers at the MCG this weekend. 95-point victory last week, going in with some good form. Yes.
It is a cracking show. We've got plenty to get through. Let's check out what's been happening around the club. The All-Australian squad was announced during the week. 40-man squad, a few Eagles made it. Give me the names.
Mate, we had 5 boys all up, which is pretty impressive when you consider that Collingwood and Geelong had 6 apiece. The names are guys vying for their first All-Australian: Guernsey, Embley, Kennedy and Prudis, and then the seasoned veterans in Cox and Class are also vying for their 3rd and 5th respectively.
That is massive numbers there. Good luck to the boys. We'll find out on Monday, September 19 rather, whether they do make the cut. Now, the West Coast Eagles are calling on all the fans for their help. They want to fly the flag during September. Get on sgioeaglezone.com.au, post your message of support for the players during the finals. It's going to be epic. It's already going off the charts at the moment, and the players are reading them, getting the spirit.
They are reading them. And the other thing you need to do, if you're on social media, so if you're on Twitter or Facebook, we've got The Swoop.
Ooh.
It's called The Swoop. Now, it's dangerous. It's an opportunity for you to win some great prizes. Pretty much you pit yourself against other West Coast Eagles social media users. Go to the West Coast Eagles website, check it out, get on board for the finals, and make sure you fly the flag.
Get competitive. That's what we're about here. Finals time, obviously. Have a look at this stat. We haven't had a lot of finals experience with this squad. We got a few people that have played just the 2 finals in 2007, the Port and Collingwood games. But look at the people that haven't played any. Lots of youngsters there.
Fair few there.
And a few playing this week. So we thought we'd get around the change rooms and just ask a few of the boys how they're feeling heading into round 1 of the finals. Chris Marston, thanks for joining us. Now, not too many games at the G for you, but a final's going to be very exciting. Maybe are we thinking of getting maybe the G tattooed on the arm for such an occasion?
No, mate, nothing like that. But pretty pumped about going there this week and playing in front of a big crowd and a massive game, obviously.
Oh, I'd say there'll probably be a few extra nerves this week. It's a pretty big game, probably the biggest game I've played in my career. So. It's going to be exciting. So got all the streamers and everything up around the change room, so the mood's getting set already.
I've spoken that it's just another game, really. And
really?
No, we haven't. That's just the old cliche. I thought I'd throw it out there.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, let's be honest, it's a bigger game than normal. But no, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm alright. I think once we get out there might be a few butterflies, but no, I'm just looking forward to the day and sort of hoping we can get a win on the board.
Not too bad. I'm pretty chilled out at the moment, actually. I'll no doubt be a little bit toey on Saturday morning, but at this point I'm pretty chilled.
We've been waiting to speak to him all week, but his face has finally got camera ready, and you're looking better, mate. Will Schofield, tell me how you're feeling going into the week.
Yeah, good. It's been a bit of an up and down week. Started off looking like I'd been stung by about 50 bees. Slowly coming down.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's a reward for a big year. Exciting. I'm sure the boys, obviously, you can see they're excited
and serious
really
about it.
Very serious. We're all taking it very seriously. What do we got here? We got cups.
Brad Everton.
No.
Shirtless, mate. Is this part of the preparation for finals?
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Just came off the massage table, so, yeah.
Is it to rub out any nerves that we have for the week? How are you feeling heading into them?
Yeah, feeling pretty good, pretty excited. So I don't know if this is a fair income interview or not.
Now, what are you going to do to ease the nerves on the night before? Are you going to hack about 12 hours of PlayStation? Are you just going to sit and stare at the wall, watch other games? What are you going to do for prep, you reckon?
I've been hitting Twitter pretty hard recently, so I could just tweet all night, I suppose.
It's a nice plug for your account.
Will Schofield.
Will Schofield. It's been since 07 since you've played a bit of finals action. Haircut is going towards the same. I thought you might have got it changed this year. You're going to stick with that?
Yeah, sticking with that. Freshie got it done yesterday, so it's going to be about 80,000 there, so I thought I'd better smarten up.
And the beard?
Yeah, I actually just been a bit lazy, mate.
The last one you played, you almost killed a bloke at Adelaide Oval. Have you taken a little space out in the paper this week just in case you do it again?
No, I haven't really thought about it. You put me on the spot.
I think, yeah, just having a win. I think I've played in three losing ones since I've been here, so if we can get the win, it'll be pretty exciting, mate.
Probably just play my role, I guess. And if we have 21 other guys doing that, I'm pretty sure we can win.
Now, before we have a look at the teams for the Collingwood West Coast game, let's just touch on last week's performance against the Crows of Haven't experienced an electric atmosphere like that for a while.
How good was it?
Mate, it was very impressive. It was one of the best all-time waves I've ever seen. When it hit the 3-tier stand, 3 levels of wave action. It was very impressive.
I'd tell you who got the most impressed by it was Quinton Lynch having his shot on goal when it was all happening. Just slotted it through from 50 on the angle. Got to get the wave happening more if that's the result.
Exactly. Easy as you like, Hugh said. Just whatever.
Basically, but the best player on the day, in our opinion, was Andrew Embley. Had a truckload of touches, 33 of them. 6 marks, 8 inside 50s and a goal. Was just all over the place in a wet day too.
Exactly. But, the week prior, he got tagged up at the Gabba by the Lions, and he only had like 7 touches, something like that, lowest return for the season. So it's going to be at the Pies Perel to kind of tag him this weekend at the MCG with all that space on the wings.
Well, we'll certainly leave some key midfielders open if they choose to go that way.
Very risky.
Jack Darling, good to see him back in the side, and it's great to see this not leaving his repertoire. How was this flip while he was on the ground? Boom, slots back up. He's unbelievable.
As if nothing happened.
Yeah.
Imagine what he's saving for the finals. Like, it's going to be like a pike with a twist or something like that.
2 somersaults and difficulty 9 out of 10, you'd say.
That's a 10 from the Russian judge.
Now, we are, of course, playing Collingwood. The last time we played them in a final was, of course, 2007, went to overtime. John Worsfold was asked about, the moment in the third quarter back in that game when Darren Glass was taken off and Rocco kicked all those goals, and he came up with just a cracking response.
Someone came to you and said he needs a rest, and you took him off the ground, gave him a rest, and Rocco kicked 3 in 5 minutes. If someone comes up to you today, on the weekend and says he needs a rest, will you be telling him to...
I'll be saying there's no way Rocco's going to kick 3.
All right, let's have a look at the teams now for this huge clash. West Coast versus Collingwood. It's at the MCG, the mecca of Australian football, 12:20 Western Standard Time. The ins, Daniel Kerr and Will Schofield, both back from injury. And the outs, Ash Smith and Patrick McGinnity has been omitted, but with showers predicted, mate.
You never know, it could slot straight back in.
There could be a late change, so it's not going to be the best weather in old Melbourne town.
Will be interesting. Look, we felt it upon ourselves to, have a little bit of a...
We weren't invited to match committee.
No, we should be. We do request it every week, but we wanted to give our X factor of the game, someone who's going to make the impact that may or may not change the result of the game. Why don't you kick us off?
Mate, I'm going to throw the highlight package on the table in Nick Nananui.
Very original. Very original.
Thanks, mate. Now, look, I want to throw a stat up now that Channel 10's 1 Week at a Time showed earlier in the week. Now, you have a look here. It lists all the ruckmen that will be competing in this weekend's game. Obviously, Nick Nananui and Dean Cox for West Coast, Jolyon Wood for Collingwood. Look at those numbers for Nick Nananui, though. He's contested 84 centre bounces for the season. 31 have resulted in a positive result for West Coast, and of those 31, 23 have gone inside 50. So this is the form area where we've got an All-Australian and probably the best tap ruckman in the competition, and 2 blokes that are kind of struggling for form. When you want to talk about X factors, that's just something that Nick Nananui's, I guess, unpredictability is just something that you can't counter for from a Collingwood perspective. And we did touch on the wet weather. If he goes and rests forward, yeah, he's a tall bloke, so he's going to bring the ball to ground, but he's just as good below his knees as anyone. So look out, Collingwood.
Well done, Ando. I like that. I'm going to lock in Scott Selwood. Really stepped up this year, Scooter. He's averaged 22 disposals in the past 3 games. 2 have been in the wet, mind you, so he does love the slop.
Loves a shower.
The ability to nullify one of the midfielders while getting a few touches, it's crucial. With Thomas out, if he goes to a Pendlebury or a Swan, you nullify one of them and have one workhorse Collingwood midfielder, and that's it. It will go a long way to winning this game. And that brings us to the end of the program.
Yes, mate. Look, I'm very excited.
Well, at least we've got another week of the show, regardless, so I'm excited for that as well.
The contract's been extended?
Yeah, it has. It's good. We'll leave you with the top 3, everyone.
Thanks for coming inside 50.
Another real difficult top 3 to pick this week. Patrick McGinnity sends one to centre-half forward. Nick Nananui all over Michael Dowdy. Didn't have much chance, the little fella. Gives it to Nikoski. Easy step around Brent Riley there. Steadies up from 45, and that's one of his 3 on the day. Scott Selwood gets a kick out. It has been touched. Marston knows that. Beautiful volleyball tap. Down to Shuey, and that is a very clever goal from the boys. Number 1 play is one of the goals of the year. Nick Nananui gets the ball out, soccers it from nowhere. That is absolutely brilliant. You cannot teach that, ladies and gentlemen. That's the top 3.